Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. RyoFlex here. If you're new, welcome. So I've been out of commission the past couple days because I really wanted to put a lot of focus into this next video. This next video here pertains to bulking. That's right, bulking season is back and upon us and in full effect. So what is bulking season? Well, naturally, that's where you will eat a lot more, work on heavier lifts, and pack on mass and size so that during the winter months you can accomplish that and reach into spring and summer and start shredding and cutting to look your very best when you go to the beach. Now, for me, I will be sticking with a traditional bulk and doing a traditional cut. I don't like to do a lean bulk or follow along with that whole year staying shredded and lean thing. That's just not me. I'm traditional. I like to do a bulk when it's needed and a cut when it's needed. And for me, the best time to do that is during the winter months because it's cold and you naturally want to eat more. You want to stay warmer. You want to pack on the pounds. And I'm not talking about eating in excess or not following macros and just eating whatever, but I'm talking about keeping it as lean as possible, but as clean as possible while packing on size. Now, I'm okay with gaining a little bit of weight. I'm okay with gaining fat. It's a natural evil, but it is necessary to build muscle. Now, following this, you can utilize it any which way works best for you. I will be tracking my macros, and I won't get too much into that into this video. There are other videos that I have out there if you need help to understand what macros are and how to set them and track them to either cut, maintain, or bulk. For me, I'll be utilizing them for bulk, as I've already said, because it is bulking season. Now, you can follow if it fits your macro style of nutrition. You can follow a dirty bulk or you can follow a clean bulk, whatever works best for you and your lifestyle and your training and your goals. For me, I'll be utilizing a clean bulk. So I'll be eating clean all week with one cheat meal like I always do on a Friday because I've worked my butt off and stayed clean and followed everything to a T and I've earned that meal. Now for you, it might vary, it might be different, but whatever works best for you, you can accomplish your goals. So with that, we also have to introduce a little bit more cardio, which might seem like, well, if I'm not cutting, why would I implement cardio? Well, we are trying to gain size. We also want to minimize fat. And the best way to do that is by adding cardio. Now, when I first start out for the first month, going into the second, third, and fourth, utilizing this type of cardio, HIIT style cardio, which I always push to you guys, which is high intensity interval training, that allows you to get your heart rate up really high and then slowly decrease it. And you constantly do this back and forth. The best thing for me, which may work for you, I cannot stand to be stationary. I don't like to stand on a treadmill or a bike or an elliptical, anything like that. It is okay to do if that's what your means are or that's what you enjoy. But for me, I like to be out and about. I like to go for walks. I like to go hiking, running, and my favorite thing to do is sprints. It's really effective to go 20 to 30 yards as fast as you can and then walk back. You can build up your rep ranges. You can build up your sets, okay? Utilize this type of training. It will really help you out. Now, what I do with it is I will start off the first month just doing a little bit. As I increase my macros to gain more weight, I will add more sets and more reps and do it for a longer duration. Now, with cutting, you want to utilize more time to do cardio, okay? So 45 minutes, maybe an hour every other day or every few days. With bulking for me, usually 3 days a week is good enough for me. Sometimes I will add in a fourth on my rest day, which then becomes an active rest day. But you want to gain size. So you don't want to do too much cardio, but you don't want to completely neglect it and gain too much fat. So minimize it by using HIIT cardio, okay? Now, what type of workouts do we want to use, okay? For me, I traditionally get rid of the majority of cable exercises and machine exercises as much as possible because for me, I like to focus on the basic building blocks, which is your compound movements, your really heavy work, okay? So that's going to be a lot of bar work and a lot of dumbbell work. Now, you can utilize this for your shoulders by doing military presses with heavy dumbbells and the bar. You can utilize doing heavy deadlifts, bent over rows. You can utilize doing the bench in the incline, flat, or decline. There are a plethora of things to do. Don't forget squats, the leg press. There's tons of things, okay? Barbell curls. You want to focus on all of those movements and all those compound movements, all of the heavy stuff. You generally can keep your rep range low. Most people do 6 to 8 or 8 to 10. And then there are people out there that say anything above 10 should be for cutting because the more reps you do with the lighter weight and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to get into all that. I focus on warming up and I like to stick between 6 to 10 reps. Sometimes if I'm feeling more, I will do more. I'm a firm believer in always keeping your training evolving because your body is always adapting to your training and you will plateau your results. So I focus on doing a plethora of different exercises, compound movements. Sometimes I'll skip one and I'll stick with another one for more sets, or I'll do it for longer, or I will mix everything up and I will get a really great workout. There are things that you can do using cables and machines, but I tend to leave that for cutting and maintaining. During bulk season, it's all about packing on size, and the best way to do that is sticking with the fundamentals, okay? Really, the only cable machine that I will utilize is doing lat pull down. I will also do body weight pull-ups, and there's different combinations and variations that you can use your hands to utilize, hitting every muscle group around those areas. But that's what I like to focus on during the bulking season. Now, with that, you'll be eating a lot more, okay? Your training is going to be more intense because it's going to be a lot heavier weight. You want to focus also on resting. Get proper rest. For me, 6 to 7 hours a night works good. If I sleep more than that, I tend to get too tired. Whatever works best for you, just make sure you're getting your rest. Now, when I say on my rest day, which is usually on Sunday, I have an active rest day, that means that I am still going to do some walking or hiking, get out with my kids and play, being active every single day. That's not to say that I'm not resting. I'm not going full force, okay? I'm not overexerting myself. I'm taking my time, but I'm also keeping busy. You want to make sure that you're getting proper rest so you don't cause injury, okay? You don't want to ego lift and use too heavy of a weight and end up injuring yourself and hurting your gains in the long run. But utilize this, take your time, get your nutrition set. Each month, reevaluate whether you need to go up with your macros, increase your training, increase your cardio, or increase your rest. Take the time to focus and figure things out. The more you set little goals per week, per month, to reach your goals at the end of the bulking season, heading into spring, to set yourself up with a plan so that you can effectively transition from a bulk into a cut to look your best at the end of spring into summer is ideal. So take the time now to get your bulk figured out, and take the time maybe a month or two before you're going to hit into your cut so that you have everything planned out and you're not just crashing from one extreme to the other, because you will have really bad results. And I don't want to see you guys have that, okay? So that's what I'll be focusing on. That's what I'll be doing. I'll also be posting my results on my progress video series that I'm doing. And I'll be doing that probably once every other 2 weeks, because with bulking, I'm not really going to be shredding and leaning, so you're not going to see too much other than gaining size. But I will keep up to date on that for you guys, and like I said, I'll update that every other week or two, and we will keep going with that series. And I will post more about that going into the spring and summer months. If you guys like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing. I'll be posting how-to, informational, and answering questions each and every day to the best of my ability to help you guys out. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, drop them below. Your next idea, question, or concern might be my next video. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay strong, Fit Fam. Everybody have a blessed day.